This is TWiT.
So the news as of Friday from Texas was government agencies. Nobody knew what government agencies, but we knew there were 23 of them, were all hit with well, now we know it's cities. We'll get to that in a minute. We're all simultaneously hit with a well-coordinated, simultaneous, and effective ransomware attack last Friday, August 16th. 23 Texas entities, the majority of which are local governments, were hit by a ransomware attack on Friday that Texas officials say is part of a targeted attack launched by a single threat actor. Details still remain scant about the specific agencies hit by the ransomware attacks, which began on the morning of August 16th, as well as exactly which systems were impacted. However, the Texas Department of Information Resources, DIR, as of Saturday night, did say that responders are actively working with all 23 entities, and who knows how many were attacked that didn't get infected, but 23 different things, different networks, different agencies. Now we know it's actually 23 cities were brought down by a massive coordinated attack. So this DIR, the Department of Information Resources, is currently working as of Saturday night to bring their systems back online. And that the state of Texas systems and networks itself were not impacted. So what we do know is that these 23 agencies were knocked offline and presumably encrypted by this simultaneous attack. I checked yesterday in local reporting and I don't know, the Texas Gazette or something, and it didn't have any more information still. The Texas Department of Information Resources website posted a statement saying that, quote, currently DIR, the Texas Military Department, and Texas A&M University Systems Cyber Response and Security Operations Center teams are deploying resources to the most critically impacted jurisdictions. Further resources will be deployed as they are requested. When pressed for additional details, the Texas DIR declined to elucidate any further, stating, quote, due to security concerns, unquote, or read embarrassment, perhaps, saying only that they were smaller local governments. Yes, 23 of them. The DIR did not provide information about which systems are down, how systems were first infected, and the specific amount of ransom. You know that's going to be adding up. In their reporting of this, Threat Post reached out to representatives from Dallas, Houston, and Austin for comment on whether they were impacted by the attack. While representatives from Dallas and Austin have not yet responded, I wonder if their email's down. A spokesperson from Houston told Threat Post that, as far as we know, Houston has not been affected. I think they would know if they had been. According to a statement sent to Threat Post, quote, the city of Houston is aware that a ransomware attack has affected several local government agencies throughout Texas. We are in contact with the Texas State Operations Center and will monitor the latest developments. Phew. The Mayor's Office of Homeland Security and the IT Services Department will continue to proactively work to secure and protect the city's assets. However, the DIR said that at this time, and not surprisingly, given what we know, evidence gathering indicates the attacks came from one single threat actor. Alan Liska, who is a threat intel analyst with Recorded Future, we've spoken of them a number of times. They're in the middle of the thick of things security firm, told Threat Post that the attacks signify an important shift in the ransomware threat model. Typically, state and local governments have been targets of opportunity for ransomware attacks. with the gangs behind these attacks, Ryuk and Samsam, appearing to stumble onto previous state and local government targets. However, or that is, stumble previously onto them. However, this incident, he says, appears to be the first where a string of governments were actively being targeted in an attack. He said, this is the first time there's been an attack against several local governments in a state. He says, this is big. It's a game changer. This will change the model going forward for attackers, and that will be a problem for governments. Allen also noted that one advantage Texas has is it has a coordinated incident response. The response team is centralized for cities and counties in emergencies, which makes it easier when there is a problem like this to find and reach out to a main contact. There's someone to call. So as I said, I looked for any update as I was putting these notes together yesterday. Everyone is being quiet. They're now saying that it's 23 individual cities across Texas, but that's all we know. And I shudder to think of the ransom that is being requested. I mean, say there are some cities that do have current backups. In our previous reporting of this over the last few months, we've noted that recovering from an attack like this is sometimes more, like without paying ransom, is sometimes more expensive than if you pay the ransom and you are able to decrypt the systems in place. Just due to the logistics of having systems which have been there, who knows how old they are, what software they have on them, how recent the backups are, whether the backups were online and therefore themselves also got encrypted in the process. It's a mess. I mean, this really is an interesting, really significant new problem for U.S. municipalities. I mean, it's just not exaggerating to say that.